Hello, people of the internet. It's your boy, Skinny Penis. And we're back with another replay. We have a lot of them. Another Barbiano, just because I only made one on Barbiano. Now I had like another exquisite situation where I could abuse the stupidity of this ship. Kind of goes to show like this is one of those situations where Barbiano just immediately farms the living shit out of the enemy and they can't really touch you. And then in other games, you're forced to either long range farm or not really do much. But here, well, as you can see, Sleeping Giant, you have the donut in front of you, and there's not really radar or anything. I mean, sure, they do have the United States. It can always grieve you. Kind of gotta play. Like in a lot of situations, you just gotta play as if there is no carrier. If you always think that the carrier could insta-kill you, you're probably also not gonna really play the game. It's the same as with the subs. Like, if you always assume the carrier and the sub is good, a super unicum and just gonna perma-grief you on your flank, well, you're not gonna be able to play the game. Because the only solution to both classes is to sit and spawn and kite away. There is no other solution, really. That's about it. But yeah, only the Alaska for radar. So, since the carrier focuses on the other side, well, we have a fuel smoke. Or funnel smoke, whatever you think it's. Funnel smoke, whatever. So we're going to make our way into the Thunderdome. And, well, the game is going to be extremely short, but extremely high damage. There's also going to be 2 destroyers that wander off too close to me that I can immediately shred. Yeah, and then we're just going to sit in the Thunderdome. And we're going to do nothing else but spam for like 10 minutes straight. Not even 10 minutes, I think. We're going to end up with nearly 300k damage. Very funny car. As I said in the other video, it's just, it doubles down so incredibly much on this super ultra farming. Obviously, bigger ship because of this. It doesn't have the concealment. By the way, here, notice this thing smoked up in front of me. I'm still dealing around like 13-14k damage to him while he's in the smoke. As you can see, we went from, I did like 2000 to the main, I'm on 16. I did like 14,000 damage blind to him. As a destroyer, you really gotta be careful if this thing runs at you, or if he can potentially catch you. You kinda gotta treat it a bit like a real boosting Austin. Obviously, an Austin does even more damage when it's real boosting, but this thing here, it always pumps the damage, right? Like you never miss out on the DPM against destroyers. So like you can't be caught flat. And please, like as you see here, the Shimmer did it. He slowed down. I only got 1 or 2 salvos off when he was spotted. The rest was blind. There's gonna be a Submerge later on that does the exact same. Beach flat or stay flat in the smoke, trying to go dark. You just don't have the time against Barbiano. It does pump too much DPM. So yeah, it's an exquisite 1-for-1 ship on enemy destroyers and even some cruisers. I already said that in the other video. The DPM is just obscene. Yeah. Is the design good? I mean, last time already said, like, it's actually quite balanced, especially in the hands of an idiot. So it's quite balanced in my opinion, or more balanced than you would assume. Because it looks so obscenely retarded when you're just permanently spamming like I do here. I mean, I will keep spamming this main until the end of the game. He runs away, I have to switch target, and then like I poke him over and over again, so I farm multiple heals out of him. But as you can see, I mean, like if you get to free farm, is what I said in the other video too, we're already up to nearly 100,000 damage. Like, I don't think this is particularly smart to introduce this. I mean, it's definitely on the upper end of ships, like it's a stronger one. It's a bit stronger than the average car, in my opinion, if you know what you're doing. It's not like a Marlan type car. There's a few other boats that are just like in their gimmick packages, way more uninteractive and way more broken. Like even a Gdansk technically, with the radar and the smoke and the high DPM and easier to hit shells. But I'm still not a fan, not at all, of this being introduced. Obviously I'm not. I think it's a disaster for the game. I also think I mean, I don't necessarily care that much. I play a lot of DDs and cruisers, which are like a bit better against this than other ships. But as you can see here, he beaches and then he smokes, and I'm just gonna blind fire him out. at the DPM at these ranges is insane, and like you can't really go dark against it. Like flat in a smoke, you just can't. You just die. You just die as you're dead. It's like insane. If a DD fucks up, you just insta shredded. But no, I don't like the idea. Look at the left the Shimmer on 1000 HP earlier. I mean, teammate also hit him a bit, but like 1000 HP. Come on. Like nearly 2 DDs dead. We're already on 130k after 5 minutes. It's just ridiculous. I don't like the all or nothing. Like either your situation is incredibly disgusting. Like here, for example, I have insanely shit arcs, but that allows me to play the Thunderdome exquisitely well. And if any DD or cruiser wants to come in and get an angle on me, it's so close range that I can basically trade it immediately. Like I don't really fear them coming in. In this scenario, for example, also there's no reason for now to ever use the F key and get more penetration. It's a main, has 38 side and deck. You're not going to pen it with F key either. You just use the obscene DPM on superstructure. To be fair, I haven't played the ship that much, but in the, like, I don't know, 30 games I played in it, I kind of feel like just using this permanently is probably the better option. There's very few scenarios. I said it in the first video already. Like 32mm BBs flat, cruisers flat. Obviously cruisers with 30mm of armor or less flat. You can kind of use the F key because you pen the sides. But apart from that, I would just, even on a lot of BBs, even if a Thunder or a Conqueror slightly angles or a Patrie, I really feel like the base DPM into the superstructure is just better because you're not really getting the pens even with F. But for example here, like this is something where you would use F because you pen the entire side of the Yinan then, so you don't really have to yeah, go through shatters. I mean, unless I hit the main armor belt. But it's quite fancy that you can just kill the cruiser that fast. I mean, look, now he's angling, so we're gonna get a bunch of ricochets. I also just keep F on, which is, for example, here, like you would disable F now and just go for the base DPM into the superstructure. It doesn't matter. Also, like here, you can see, like you knock turrets. That's something that happens against light cruisers and destroyers a lot. If you hit the turrets with the sap, you can, because you have so many shells, you kind of disable a lot of them. As you could see here, no chance. He's just dead. Kind of like a hull in that sense. Yeah, hull is a good example. Like if you get into a broadside of a cruiser, you kind of kill him so fast with your AP that he can't really angle because you're most likely popping up in an angle that he doesn't expect. Here it's kind of like this Yinan has or wanted to angle to the Izumo or something, or carrier, I don't fucking know, and was flat to me. So like I get 15 seconds of free farm and his entire ship is removed. So like, sure, it's a fat ship. It may be easy to oh, we have the Shama again. It may be a fat ship here and there. Actually, a double strike, very nice, very nice. And hard to play with the 8km concealment. Maybe not idiot proof, but in the scenarios where you get to jump onto someone or permafarm, like, I don't know. Just like, Wargaming is running out of ideas, so this kind of stuff needs to be in the game now, I guess, to keep people interested. I personally haven't played it a lot since the last video. It's like a few games, so like 3-4 games, 3 games maybe, or 2 games even, and this is one of them. Like you could probably get some obscenely high arms race games in it, or just random games too. The captain this time is obviously with AFT, not like in the other video. I just use the captain that I use on Regulo on this one now, so I don't have to switch. I would believe ideally you want a 5th smoke, because the smokes are something you really want to spam or use in this car more than on Regulo. As I said in the other video, you don't have this super fast speed boost of the Regulo, and you're obviously straight up larger and less maneuverable. So you can't really open water that much. Also your arcs are worse, so it's debatable how much AFT helps. But for example, in this game with the BBs, AFT got me a lot of value because these large, super large battleships, you can really just easily hit them at 11, 12, 13 kilometers. You just gotta lead properly. It's kind of like, I don't know, if you play a lot of Cold Burr, you probably know. It's annoying to aim at long ranges with these shitty arcs, but you can make it work. Like if you just concentrate enough and if you try hard enough, it's fine. Sadly, like the Njord and the Preußen don't stay kited in spawn. Obviously, that's the perfect scenario. If they would be sitting in spawn, I could be sitting in the dome and I can lob. Instead, they dive closer to me. Sad, because if I can just continuously farm the Preußen, I would definitely go up to like 350 or so before the game ends. Obviously, replay bug. Clearly 4 green caps and 900 points on the enemy team and ticking, right? Anyways. Yeah, just a quick Barbiano vid. As I said, I don't really play it much. I wouldn't even say that it's that interesting to get. It's like funny for like 20-30 games maybe because it's so demented in its design. But afterwards it already gets extremely boring. As you can see, I'm not really playing it that much anymore. You have some funny moments, you spam some BBs and then it's just monotonous garbage. A lot of biding your time as well in a lot of games with waiting for speed boost, waiting for opportunities to use your smoke, stuff like that. But hey, I mean, in this game you can see how stupid that DPM can really be. Obviously, I've been left alone by the carrier. Then again, you have some fuel smokes or the smokes to go dark in. That's a 10-minute game. Didn't really do much damage in the beginning. So like in the span of like 7 minutes or so, I got like nearly up to 300k. That's just what it does. Yinan getting absolutely one shot. The main for 162, which is funny, right? Because you don't have a HE and you don't really pen anything with the sep apart from the superstructure. I mean, if he's close range, you could maybe go for a nose and ass, but it's crazy. You can just use your small caliber sep to even burn through a main that has improved heals and everything, over 100,000 HP, insane. Then Summers and Shimmer fucking up a bit, immediately getting ripped to pieces. Which, by the way, also means if you're able to spot them, either because they're dented and they fuck up, or because you have a carrier or a radar to push into them with a smoke or something, you can shred through DDs like basically nothing else. And in the end, quick little farm session on the Preußen for no, it wasn't very long, and you still nearly get 50k out of it. That's kind of, yeah, I don't know. As I said in the first video, I don't really know why William would ever release something like that. I guess they're banking on the fact that not a lot of people will play it a lot because it's not like broken, super busted, completely unkillable, completely uncounterable. But I don't understand how they make other people in the enemy team go through this. Like, it's mental warfare, and it's a very shit feeling to be spammed non-stop by this relentless sap rain or rain of sap shells. Makes you feel like shit. Very uninteractive. Wouldn't it? Anyways, would I get it for steel? I mean, if you have other ships to still go through, there's a lot more ships that are actually fun or a bit more challenging. This can be very boring, and I feel like even Regulo is a bit more active, and you do a bit more. I mean, you're faster, smaller, you have torps. Regulo a bit more engaging. If you have the steel laying around, get it. Otherwise, I wouldn't necessarily advise you to get it if you think it's interesting. You're going to be very bored and disappointed after a few games, in my opinion. But yeah, hope you liked it. See you in the next video, which is going to be Harugumo, the OG spammer, and see you soon. Adios.